Ew, what is going on, beautiful, beautiful people? What is my normal tagline? Welcome,
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
welcome back, welcome. No, I don't know what I say. I forgot. But anyways, we back. Welcome back to the One Podcast. My name is Joseph,
My name is Paris.
and we are
The One
the One
Podcast.
Podcast. Let's give it up. Listen. We know we've been gone, but we just had to relax. Right, February was a long month for us. A lot of recording, a lot of things was going on during February for us. We did the series, the a new take on love. All right.
A fresh take on
Fresh Take on
love.
Love. Sorry, my apologies. Fresh Take on Love series, and it was amazing, right? So we decided to take a little break. You know, we work hard. We serve in the church. You know, what I'm saying we do the podcast, got businesses, so we decided to take a little break.
Yeah, we did.
We needed it, right?
We did. I have a question. You
Yes.
don't know anything about this. Okay. So just from a fresh take on love or whatever, but it has nothing to do with that. Yeah. So what is one thing that you enjoy doing that I introduced to you that you thought you never would enjoy doing?
Oh, whoa, that's a good question. Wait, something that I enjoyed doing that you introduced me to that I never thought I would like.
Yeah.
Um, I would probably have to say reality TV shows. Like honestly, truthfully, I was never the reality TV show person, like The Bachelor and all that stuff. But I've come to tear down my the walls of my some, not all my masculinity, but some of the masculine perceptions and things like that. And this lovely woman sitting next to me has got me hooked on Love Is Blind. If you
Yes.
watch Love Is Blind, that show is, oh my gosh, it's
It's
crazy.
amazingly good.
Even The Bachelor, right? I'd never watched The Bachelor a day in my
We watched
entire.
The Bachelor, we watched The Golden Bachelor, and we watched The Bachelorette.
Yes, we watched all of them, and I'm sitting here just with her, just going back and forth, like, babe, I can't believe this person. I can't believe that. And we just, I enjoy it. So yeah, that's something that you turn me on to that I think I would never thought I would enjoy. Yeah.
Enjoy.
How about also Target?
Target is
Yeah.
the place to shop.
Target, especially Target. Well, I mean, I've always liked Target. Well, I mean, never was really a big Target person. I only went in there on occasions, but yeah, Target.
Target is where it's at.
How about me? What is something I introduced you to?
I would have to say Legos.
Legos.
Legos. It is very therapeutic for me.
It is. It is.
And I would just sit there and build. And it's like a lot to do with your mind. And it like settles you, like it calms you down.
It does. It takes your mind off things because you got to focus on putting the right pieces together. Because if you don't put the right pieces together,
Right.
it's not going to come out right.
It's not going to come out right at all.
Amen.
At all.
That was a good question. I like that question. What's something I introduce you to that you don't like?
Let's see. I don't. Okay.
Or try to introduce you to that you're just like, nah. That's
oh
not
yes, y'all. Oh my gosh, we went. My big mistake. We went to Target on Sunday, and he got something from Starbucks. It was like a matcha latte,
a matcha iced latte.
Oh my God, that was the most disgusting thing I've ever tasted in my life. It was like a thick sensation, like going down. It was very disgusting. It was.
No, it's not.
And I hated and it's green.
No, it's not.
It's very
for all my matcha lovers out there, okay? I tried to explain to her the love and just the beauty and the elegance of matcha, right? But for some reason, it just, I don't know.
It's a texture thing, and then on top of the taste.
But I don't understand. You keep saying it was like the thickness of the matcha. It wasn't even that thick, though.
It was thick.
How?
For it to be a drink?
How? It was a iced latte.
It was disgusting.
I don't understand how.
It was nasty, y'all.
Well,
it was nasty.
I enjoy matcha. All my matcha drinkers out there, shout out to you guys.
More power to you.
Give it up to my matcha,
my fellow
matchaers, my fellow matcha crew. Shout out to matcha. Matcha is way better than coffee, though.
I mean, I don't like coffee either. So I mean, that is.
I don't understand that either. Why you don't like coffee?
I used to drink it though, but I was just like, absolutely not. Like, I think the sugar, like, once it's too like sugary,
then don't put that much sugar in it.
But then it ruined it for me. So like, I was like, nah.
Maybe you should drink black coffee. Have you ever drank black coffee before?
It's disgusting.
You know, that's like the truest form of drinking coffee. That's how you really should be drinking coffee.
Mm-hmm.
But
people just don't, and then it messes up your teeth.
A lot of people drink black coffee though. Like a lot of older people.
Yeah. Drink. Just straight.
Black. I don't.
It's just nasty.
But I think you could drink black coffee when it's like an elegant coffee. You know what I'm saying? Like coffee beans from like Africa and all that stuff.
Elegant coffee.
But there's elegant coffee. There's elevated coffee, not just Folgers and freaking Maxwell House. That's not really coffee.
I mean, I'm not a coffee drinker.
It's like the everyday coffee. You know what I'm saying?
Everyday coffee.
Folgers in your cup. The best part of waking up. Folgers in your cup. All right, let's get back on track. Amen. That was a good little segue. I like that. I see what you did. Shout out to you.
Thank you.
All right. But yeah, we're talking about February. We're talking about last month's series. What was your favorite part? What was your favorite episode? What was your favorite guest? What was your favorite thing about last month's Fresh Take on Love that we did?
I am not gonna put my foot in my mouth. I loved all the guests.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite conversation.
Yeah, when I say favorite, I don't no shades at night. You're not trying to be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, right. Yeah, like disclaimer. I'm talking about like, what was your like highlight conversation for you?
Okay, so I think I pulled different things from different conversations. Mm-hmm. Like with Trey and Sierra, like the I do, and like um something about choosing it every single day. And
Mm,
because I know with us dating,
mhm.
like we kind of get, you know, I mean, you love them, right?
Yeah.
But then you also need your space. And like that's just real life. And like when you're like, or if we hurt one another's feelings,
Mhm.
like we choose to still say I do. Like I still choose to be with this person. And it's kind of like when you're dating as well, because you can always get out of a dating relationship,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
So it's just like you choosing every single day. And then like something tragic can happen. Like, y'all, some people, when they get married, like if their significant other gets really sick,
Mhm.
like they feel like I didn't sign up for that. But actually you did.
Yeah.
You
That's true.
actually did. So most people won't and can't take that type of commitment. And I think that whole like statement of just choosing I do that person in every season of their lives and in your life, because you can be in a relationship and
Mhm.
be in different seasons because you're both still individual people, even though
Yeah.
you're one.
Yeah. Yeah. And I love how your parents or our apostles, I should say, broke it down. Like you could still be in an individual season and you're still, even though, especially if you have a relationship with God, and I think that was like one of my biggest questions that I had asked. It's like, especially as a believer, like you're gonna have your own independent relationship with God, and in your own independency, there's things that you're gonna be working through on your own. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, how do you navigate that season when your spouse or your significant other is in a totally different season than you? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you could be in a season where God may be, you know what I'm saying, elevating you in certain areas, right? And then
Right.
your spouse can be in another season where God is trying to teach them about faith and has them in a place of trying to make tough choices or
Right.
decisions or whatever the case may be, you know? And it's like, how do you navigate that for each other without being like, and not without being frustrated or like, you know what I'm saying, have a lack of empathy or sensitivity to what they're going through?
Right.
Because that's hard, because especially if you're married or in a relationship, like, you know what I'm saying, we're dating, but sometimes when we're both going through something opposite of each other, like you may be going through something, I'm going
Hmm.
through something, it's kind of hard to like empathize sometimes, because like we got our own stuff we're trying to deal with.
Right.
But then it's like, I still need to lean on you, you still need to lean on me, you
Right.
know so
Yeah. And I just think like it takes maturity, and like I'm not saying that frustration isn't gonna come like when
mhm.
you're in two different seasons,
Yeah.
but it's just like you being sensitive towards what someone's going through.
Yeah.
And I'm going through getting my master's degree in counseling, marriage and family counseling. And it's just like I'm learning more about like how we should be aware of one another's emotions, and like how we should show empathy towards one another, even though we may not be where they are. And I think sometimes when we see people go through, we measure it, right? And we're just like, that's not even that big, and they're making
Mhm.
it big, but
Yeah.
you don't know how it's affecting them. You don't know what triggers are hitting that,
Yeah.
on top of like bills, and on top of like just doing all of these different things that you want to
Yeah.
do, on top of like things not working, or like you're just stressed and like,
Just everyday life.
yeah. And it's hard, right, us as human beings to care for one another, and we're in a not so great place, and the person that we're with, or the friend that we have, are in a great place.
Yeah.
It's hard for us to see like why they're so happy, or it's hard for us to watch it and be happy for them and like applaud them.
Yeah.
And I think that's sometimes what happens in relationships and also in marriages. So thought when we that's why I think when we thought up that question, like how do you navigate the relationship when both of y'all are in different seasons of your lives? And I think that they answered that amazingly.
Yeah, definitely. They definitely did. And it was such a great insight. I wish we could have played part two, but the devil was being a hater. So
Yeah.
we had to kind of skip that. But that was a great conversation in part two. I wish you guys would have seen and heard part two. Because it answered a lot of questions from part one. I truly don't like remember a lot of the second part because I was so in tune in the moment. So I gotta kind
Right.
of like rewatch it again. I think we should sit down and rewatch it again. But it was really, really great. Great conversation. And even with Trey and Sierra, being not newlyweds because they've been married for 3 years now. And I think going on four. What they going on
I
fourth year?
think they just had their 4-year anniversary,
Yeah,
maybe.
yeah. Shout out to
Yeah.
you guys, by the
Yeah,
way.
they just yeah, February.
So 4 years, which is a amazing milestone, especially for a young couple, especially in
Yes.
today's society and
Yeah.
culture. You know what I'm saying? Where
Yeah.
marriage is frowned upon amongst
It is very much frowned
the
upon.
20s and the 30 group. No, not everybody, but those who don't believe in the sacredness of marriage. And they hit on some amazing, amazing things. Like, one thing that both Trey and Sierra said that really stuck with me is the fact that they both had to leave selfishness at the altar when
Yeah.
they got married. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like even that's how we have to be as believers in the body of Christ is like when we come into a relationship with God, it's a union, it's a partnership. You know what I'm saying? It's courtship
Yeah.
where we're the bride, he's a groom, and we have to leave that selfishness at the altar as a believer, the selfishness for our own will, our own desires, our own, what I'm saying, like how to I forgot the verse, but we all know the verse where it says take up your cross and walk. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like there's a lot that you have to leave behind when you say I do, you know. So
There is a lot to say.
there is.
I mean, a lot to leave. A
there
lot to
is,
leave.
there is, and I think even in your like, and I think like I was truly thinking about that the other day, like driving to work. Like I was just kind of dealing with about that. It's like in the aspect of marriage, like when you're single and dating, right? There's a level of selfishness that you have to let go of, right?
Yeah.
But there's an even greater level when you say I do,
Yeah.
because now you're taking your commitment to a whole nother level of,
Yeah.
what I'm saying, being committed to this one person. So it's a big sacrifice,
It is a
but
big
it's a
sacrifice.
worthy sacrifice.
It is. It really is. And I just think that the singles who are looking, I think, um, Lay dropped some great, um, just some great things that singles should do.
Mhm.
And it's like it's not the end of the world if you are, 28 and you're not married, but all of your friends are married,
Yeah.
right? Or even if you're in your 30s and you're not married and, you know, but all your friends are married with kids. And it's just like, um,
Listen, less bills for you. That's how I look at it.
yeah, but like when you're yeah, but I know some people do think like that though, but the thing about it is it's like when you're a woman look at like all of like what happens like to
Mhm.
the body and like um it's just a lot that goes into that. But God's timing is always perfect and it always like lessens um wrong relationships that you get in, because I found myself, and I think a lot of women can relate to this, is that you find yourself in unnecessary relationships that you shouldn't have never been in.
Mhm.
So like when you're like, oh, I got a date, or oh, I'm just gonna like date him because I think he's cute, or oh, I'm just gonna go, and you are not listening, you're not being aware. And then when you get into something that's not so great for you, and then you're literally stripping what God has probably already built in within you, and
Mhm.
then you have to like kind of go find it again.
Mhm.
So it's like when you're not content with um who you are, where you're at, and just living in the moment that God is giving you and just listening to him, you can start making your own moves, which is that's a terrible thing, because you know how people be like, I'm just making my own moves. And then like people kill me with this, like, I'm just moving silently. But you done posted it. So now
Mhm.
everybody know that you're moving.
Yeah.
So like God told you not to say anything, but then you post it for everybody to see. And now everybody can really start praying on your downfall,
Mhm.
because you just posted that when you didn't need to,
Yeah.
when it wasn't time for you to do that.
Yeah. That's a fact.
Yeah, because I know we came to an agreement when we were going to start posting one another, because it was
Mhm.
just like we didn't want everybody, in our business, and we just wanted to kind of create the foundation for ourselves.
Yeah.
Not saying that we didn't want wise counsel, which we were getting, but people are just so hungry to be in your business and to like just, you know,
Gossip.
put their put
Run their
their
mouth.
put their muddy hands on it, like molding whatever
They
story they
dirty
want to do,
hands. They filthy
But
paws.
a fresh take on love, I absolutely loved it, even though, you know, it was a lot, but it was like a lot.
Yeah, it was definitely a lot. Like I ain't gonna lie, like them Saturdays waking up every day, I was a little tired, but it was worth it though. It was worth it.
It was worth it.
And I think those who watch and tune in, I believe they got a lot.
Yeah.
I believe, and we're gonna continue having more conversations like that, more guests. Definitely excited. Definitely thinking about new people to bring on to talk and have
Yeah,
discussions with.
new people to bring on and talk. Yeah.
Especially to the younger generation, because let me tell you, they need it. They need it. They need it, especially in today's culture, society, and the climate of things. It's refreshing to see people who still believe in love and faithfulness. And I'm a big believer on understanding that marriage is a partnership, meaning just like if you have a business partner, what I'm saying, someone that you build with, someone that you grow with, sometimes you can't do things by yourself, and God will
Yeah.
bring someone to help you uh build your vision. What I'm saying, grow your vision, elevate your vision. This lovely woman right here that I'm gonna put a ring on. So,
Please. Yeah. We're waiting.
uh is my partner, meaning that she's not just my partner, spiritually in the essence of us dating and courtship and all that stuff, but literally, like, I see how my vision that I have and God has given me can be elevated through her hands. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. We are just going to be cute and nerdy and just do us.
That's it. That's just gonna do us. Just do me. Do you.
Yeah. I think that um that each young person has their own sound.
Yeah.
And I think once, uh God gets into the mix, then it's just like, oh my gosh, like, and once, they're like, you know, shepherded good, like they can just allow God to take their sound and just like especially like people who are just creative, like just do whatever they need to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah, guys, we just wanted to come on here and talk about a fresh take on love.
Yeah.
We will be back. I'm gonna say
I'm gonna say April.
April, so that way we can start talking about why it's important to have oneness with God. Now it is time to get into the meat of why we created the One Podcast,
Yes.
which is to learn how to become one with ourselves,
Mhm.
one with one another, which that's meaning like if you're dating, how do you learn to become one before marriage? So that way when you're in marriage, you have some type of understanding of why.
Yeah.
And then also in friendships, y'all know what? Every type of relationship that you're in, it's going to this podcast is going to nurture it,
I believe that.
because relationships is more than just who you are in a relationship on an intimate level, like you wanting to marry someone or you wanting to spend the rest of your life with someone. There are divine relationships that we're supposed to have, but if we're never become one with God and one with ourselves and one with the individual, like not per se if you're not dating, not per se like on a marriage level,
Mhm.
but um how can you and that individual get divine work done for the kingdom? That's how I'm going to put that, because oneness with your mate is for marriage, but we will hit on topics that like in through relationship as friends. How is that divinely? How do you find divine friendships?
Yeah.
Because that's also in a relationship, and we cannot leave that out. And even divine partnerships, like in businesses and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna allow God to blow our minds and share it with you.
Amen.
So yeah, we just wanted to come on here and recap a fresh take on love, what our thoughts were, and also to tell you that we will be talking about oneness with God in April. So we will not be back until April because we have a lot going on. Also, we just wanted to put this out here. Our Apostle K Mac podcast will be out on March the 23rd. That is next Saturday. So we
Shout
love
out to
her.
Apostle.
And please head over to I think her Facebook name is K Mac.
Mhm.
I think. If not, it's Keisha McCrae, but I think it is
I
K
think it's
Mac.
Keisha McCrae.
It might be, yeah. Type in Keisha McKay. Yes, and she should pop up, and it should be on all her social media. What did I say? All social media handles, maybe. Okay, whatever
Yeah.
handles, and so yeah, that's gonna be out pretty soon. Mark your calendars, and also release night MWTG. That is this weekend. So, if you
Disclaimer.
want to come out and support, if you're in Rockingham, go to Eventbrite, buy a ticket. It's literally titled Release Night, MWTG Release Night. The address is 141 North School Street, Rockingham, North Carolina. Yeah, that is our church's college ministry. So, yeah. Any last words?
I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. I think we did need this little rest and time, and truthfully, this woman of God tells me all the time is reminds me of why we started this, and to really make sure we're giving you God and not us. And that's why we kind of take our time and don't always put stuff out every single week. Like, we're literally being conscious and aware that we never want to be a Pharisee or a Sadducee and speak on our own and do everything out of our own will and our own desire. So April, we shall be back, as she said, and again, I'm excited.
Yeah.
Excited for Apostles podcast.
I'm excited too.
Excited for release night. Hopefully,
I'm excited for
you
release
can read
night.
a poem.
I am working on. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet, but I'm working on something. I don't know if I think I'm supposed to be MCing. So
She gonna read a
there's
poem.
that.
She gonna recite a
So
poem. This lovely woman out here is so gifted and creative and talented, and I try my best to just pull every single ounce of creativeness out of her. But that is only a job God can do. So I'm gonna leave it into His hands and allow her. And you know what? I'm gonna put this out there. Put this out there. No, we're gonna talk about that off camera. I'm not gonna do that to you. I'm not gonna do that to you.
Mama, he's about to put me on blast. He about to throw me up under the bus.
No, because I was about to ask you. You talk about Legos, but I bought you something for Valentine's Day that I think is a lot. I mean, Legos is cool, but the other thing I bought you, I think is cool too, that you still have yet to use. Do you know what that is?
He still blasted me after he said he wasn't gonna.
I'm
do
not.
it, but
I'm.
now
I,
he is.
I'm not. I'm just. I'm just saying.
He bought me a clay earring set,
Yeah,
and I've
anyways.
yet to use
We
it.
talk about that. I can't talk about that.
Yeah, but you kind of already
That the people they heard they ain't paying attention.
did.
Amen.
Yeah. So
Amen. Well, we're gonna head out of here.
that's a wrap.
We're gonna
It's
enjoy the rest of our
late.
night.
Yeah, y'all enjoy. This time difference is kicking my butt. So
Not me. I'm enjoying it.
are you?
Yeah, I am. This week just feels long. Like it's only Tuesday.
Because the time
No,
difference.
it's not. It's
Yes,
these
it is.
children at this school.
All
It's
right.
these children.
So we will see y'all in April, and we will be talking about the importance of becoming one with Christ and why
Yes.
that is so important.
Yes.
And we're probably going to talk about that for the whole month of April. So, oneness with Christ, why is that so important? And how does that help navigate your everyday life, your everyday movement? Like, why do we need that?
Amen. Well, again, my name is Joseph.
My name is Paris.
And we are
the One Podcast.
The One Podcast.
Bye, guys.
We shall see you in April.
See you in April.
Peace.
Bye.